What's going on, everybody? My name is Adrian Brunton, and this is my action project for Lives 200 Introduction to Liberal Studies. So, for the action project, what you have to do is you have to look at a social problem and then do research and study upon this. So, what I decided to do was look at people in poverty and homeless people. And by this, the thing that I chose to do was a local food bank, food drive that we have at our local church. So that was something that I chose to do. And I'll tell you more about it in the video. So when doing this project, it takes place in a little small town called Augusta, North Carolina. And the reason choosing this place is very small. Don't really have a whole lot of people that stay in the town, city, and they don't really have much. They only have like one gas station, 2 or 3 stores maybe. And the next cities that are around are probably 25, 20 miles. So this area is desperately are filled with people that are less fortunate and maybe don't have a lot. And there's not even really a whole lot of jobs around that area. So when doing this project, just chose this area. And this is also where my church is at, who does the food bank drive for the people in the community. And what we wanted to bring to the table was just being able to provide for people that can't provide for themselves or maybe don't have. So this is a good opportunity to give back to the community when doing this. So the things that are being done to enhance this is having a local food bank often. And because before it was being done once a month, but now they're trying to incorporate it to where it's maybe every week, 2 weeks, working out with the food bank company and trying to get the truck in and stuff. And the people that are knowledgeable about this resource is the local church. We know the community we in, we know the people that's around, and we know the area. So knowing that there's not a lot there, we know that it can be a good deed for us to give back to the community, given their circumstance. And, as I mentioned before, there's nothing really there. So, and then we talked to some of the people, we know how the living situations is. So it's definitely good to be able to give back to people that are less fortunate and don't have a lot. So the good thing about having a church in that community is we're able to have some of the people that live in the near area to actually come to our church. And, we're in a church, we have a small church, we're able to get to know people personally and have that real bond, real relationship. So we sort of kind of know what people go through. And then, if people ever need help, the church is there to always help people. So this is good for us because it makes us knowledgeable about what's going on in the community, and they can also help us, tell us what we need and what they need. And we can be able to provide for them. So that's the good thing about having a church in a small community like that, and where we can be able to do something about it. And that's the good thing about the people in the community. We can learn about them, and then we can be able to help them from there. So when doing a local food bank drive, the people that we are targeting are the people that are less fortunate, or they may even be in poverty, may not have as much as another person do, but we don't look at that. But we take that into consideration, and we be able to find a way to help the people. And this is one way that we can be able to give back and truly help a person out. So one of the questions I was asked in the project was, how does this reproduce inequality? And the answer to that is, it really don't reproduce inequality. We have our specific target, which is the people who are less fortunate, maybe even homeless, that don't have as much as other people. We offer that to them, and then that's the primary target, I stated before. But, they're the first ones to get stuff. And we make sure that they know about it, whenever we have it. It's at 10 o'clock, they come, write their name on the list, and then they can get it for more than one family. And then they can, go from there and then be able to get what they need. And then the other good part about the food bank is that we have enough for people that's maybe not even as less fortunate, but they can come to the food bank too and get stuff too. It's just open to everybody in the whole community to be able to come out and get stuff that they need. But the good thing about this is we have enough for everybody. But we make sure the people that are less fortunate and maybe even homeless, that they get the stuff first. And we make sure that we put this out, and then they're able to sign their names and get their stuff first, and then the other people and the workers and stuff, they get their stuff last. So now we're down to the good part, to where I get to incorporate myself and what I was able to contribute to the local food bank drive. So what a day looked like there, before the pandemic, was probably the last time that we was able to do a food drive. We haven't really been able to do that lately because everything going on, and we're trying to find a safe way to reopen the church and all that other stuff. And we have a board. They send down stuff and how they want us to operate and move. So by that happening, it was sort of kind of out of our control. But the local food bank drive before the pandemic would be on the first of every month. It would be on a Tuesday. It's at 10 o'clock. And where it's at, it's in the church yard. We have a big yard. And it goes down into a downward hill. And that's where we have the people park, and then we have the truck come by. The truck come by maybe around, probably gets there right around 10. The people are asked to show up around beforehand, so maybe 8, 9 before that, just to come in, sign their name, and then that's how we go by the people. It starts with whoever signs their name first and go down from there. And then after that, the workers and all the other people, they're able to get their stuff. But so we start out like that. We get there early, so to kind of rope some stuff off around the church, so people can't park in front of the church and mess up the grass or the yard. And we have somebody out there directing them. And the job that I have when I show up is to help put the pallets down. Whenever the guy with the truck gets there, he backs down, and then he helps get the stuff off crate by crate, and we help him put it on the plywood that we laid down. And so that's my job whenever I do that. And another job that I have is once the guy gets there and he unloads, and we help him unload the crates onto the pallet, then we have other workers, which happens to be the people of the church. They sort of kind of go ahead and start bagging the different foods and drinks and all the good stuff together for the people. So we have them set and ready and bagged, and then we set them on the table, and then the people come by and they get their bags or their boxes, and then take them to their cars. And then, if they get for more than one family, they come by, get the stuff, and then they tell them again, and then they check them off, and then they come back through and get their other box or bags for people. And another job that I had to do besides the plywood, laying that down, is helping people out that need stuff taken to their cars. So it may be somebody elderly who can't really carry a box or bags and stuff, or watermelons, whatever it is that we have from the food truck that day. If they're not able to carry that, then I take that to their car for them. So, just help them out, and, they'll tell me where to sit it, and I just lay it down and then ask them if they need anything else. And then I pretty much just keep doing that, and then they'll pretty much call me. Most of the people done seen quite often, so they sort of kind of know who I am. So, they'll just kindly ask me, to come and help them out, and I'll be glad to help them out. And another thing is I just sort of kind of help out with anything else that needs to be done. Some days it be hot, raining, all these different circumstances. So just being able to go around and help different people, if they need help bagging, or if they need help getting this, getting that. If we got to get somebody a chair, or maybe got to help somebody up the ramp to get inside to cool off. Just all hands-on thing. So my job, quite frankly, was just to help out any way I could. I don't really do the bagging. We let other people from the church do that, but mainly use me for the heavy stuff and being able to get stuff to people's cars because I'm capable of carrying that stuff and being able to get it in people's cars. So that's the main job that I have. So one thing that I like about doing the food bank is, being able to meet the people. These are really great people, and the best things I can say I experience is actually just talking to the people, getting to know the people. A lot of them are really funny, and like I said before, a lot of them I've seen their faces before they seen mine. They sort of kind of know who we are. So anytime we see them, it's always a good laugh, a good talk, and then just being able to conversate with the people. So that's one good experience that I've gotten out of this, and I can say that it definitely makes you feel good, being able to help and give back to people because, you never know what people are going through, and just being able to sit there and, you can talk to them and, just be able to just get a feel for their world and, things of that nature. It sort of kind of makes you appreciate what you have. So every time we have the food bank and that I'm able to go and contribute, it's always definitely a big blessing to me, just being able to be out there, be around the people, be able to help the people. And to me, it's just the small things, that's to them is big. To me, is it can seem small, but it's really impactful, but some people, they're just glad to see you there. They're glad to see your smile, and then even giving them a hug, whenever you see them, and then they'll say that they'll see you the next time, and then be looking forward to coming back, and definitely be looking forward to seeing them again. Cause like I said, we usually see a lot of the same faces, new faces. They tell other people, and then just try to get more and more people to come each time, because we have plenty to go around to everybody in the community, and and some. Because sometimes whenever we finish, we still have crates full of stuff left. So all we do is we just set it down the hill off the pallets, and then we tell people about it, and then we tell them that they can come by and as they need it and get the stuff, or they'll tell us, or we'll find out who in other cities or something may need it nearby, and we'll find a way to get transportation. Somebody from the church or whoever, sometimes even the people, they ride out and take it to the other people that they know. So that's a good thing about this food bank drive. And as I mentioned before, the people that are less fortunate and the people that we're targeting, they come and get their stuff first. So they're the people on the list. And then after, once all of them are served, and then that's whenever the people from the church are able to go, and we get our stuff last, because that's how we feel like we should do, because the people at our church, they also need it. You can't really count nobody out and say that they need it or they don't need it, but we definitely know the people who need it, so we make sure that we give to them first, and that's the right thing to do. And like I said, that's the good thing about this. It's really it really don't have no inequality whenever it comes to it, because really, in reality, it's for everybody. But we definitely make sure that we give the people that are less fortunate, we make sure that they're the ones that are able to know about it and be able to come and get the stuff that they need, because we know that they're needed. So that's the good part about this. They're able to find out about it in the newspaper, it's put on the radio, and it's spread by word of mouth. It's a very small community, so a lot of people are able to know about it. Like I said before, some of the people actually go to our church that live in the community. So, that's another good thing. They know a whole lot of people, and other people know everybody else. So, it's able to spread. And the two cities that I mentioned that are around, which I actually come from another city to come to the church, it's probably 30 minutes away. So, we tell people about it from there, and The people from the actual church, the majority of them come another 15, 20 minutes away. And, like I said, we got people that live right there in the community. So that's the good thing about this. We're able to bring people from different areas and stuff, and just be able to help a wide range of people in the community. It's for that specific community, which is who we really target on. Like I said, they're able to get their stuff first, and then, we're able to also give back to other people that maybe come from other communities and heard about it from word of mouth. But that's definitely the good thing about this, and I can definitely say I enjoyed my experience. It's taught me a lot, and how it relates to the class is, just being able to take a look at your demographic and take a look at what's going on around you. Like I said, the church was centered in the community. So, it's not like we don't know what's going on, how the people live, what the circumstances are. And, we're able to take that into consideration. We know that there are people that are hungry, they need stuff, for everyday life. And that's why we started doing the food bank drive, was because we know as a church, our thing is to help the community in any way that we can. And that's the good part about being in a church like that. That know people are less fortunate, and the people that really need stuff and really need help, and they don't have to feel ashamed. It's not like we throw it in their face or anything like that, because you never know what kind of situation you'll be in one day. So that's why it's good to always help others, and then whenever you need help, you can get the same help. So, we don't really put a limit on people, because you never know. One day somebody could be good, the next day maybe they're not. Maybe they're running low, maybe they lost a job, some other stuff, could have health issues, things of that nature. So, it's always good just to be able to do research, know the people, and this relates to the class, and that way inform, and just being able to, look at the social issues that are going on in your community, because sometimes some people can be blind to this and not really know what's going on. They're just focusing on this, that, the third, just like, being at the church, we could just focus on just the church people. But that's not what it's about. We know that, we do the church part, but then after that, we gotta focus on the bigger picture, which is actually the community and the people. So that's the good thing about this, and I can definitely say I will definitely keep doing this, and I always try to help out any way I can. Even with me being in school, I still find ways to help, come back and help, be active whenever I can. And like I said before, the pandemic, we was having this very often. Haven't really been able to have one lately. Been doing small stuff here and there. They had food drives, but it hasn't been quite as big, because the restrictions and everything, and you can only have so many people and this, that, the third. But still been having stuff. It hasn't been as big, but it's been, before the pandemic, it was really big. So we was able to reach a whole lot of people, and we're still making it possible to still help out the same people, but just people in general that need help right now. And the biggest thing is, a lot of people need help right now in the pandemic. So we just finding different unique ways to be able to incorporate things into what we do, for the community, because things change with the pandemic, so we got to change how we do stuff. So we still look to help, but we got to find a different way to do it that's safe for everybody and effective. So that's the good thing with this. We can be able to do this and be effective, efficient, and still be able to reach and help people. and now we have to do it in a different fashion, but it's okay. Everybody got to make adjustments, and just a little small bump in the road. Hopefully soon we'll be able to have it back like we usually do, and then if not, hey, that's okay too. We can, we can still be able to change things, still find ways to give people food, things that they need for everyday life, and we can just still be able to help out the less fortunate people that are in poverty. Lastly, I would just like to say thank you for listening to my project presentation for Lives 200, Intro to Liberal Studies, my action project dealing with people that are less fortunate and in poverty, maybe even homeless, and being able to have a local food bank, food drive for people. I just want to say thank you for listening. I appreciate it.